I mean, our business has been here for 84 years here in Ceres, but I believe this is the first time any officer of the company has gotten involved with the chamber. It has made a lot of our employees more aware of what the chamber does, what the chamber's all about. So I'd have to say more of an awareness within our company by employees, and that spreads on down a lot of times to the customers also.
How do you provide value to the members? How do you grow membership? And then selectively having events that really underscore that position of the chamber relative to the business community. So I think that's one of the biggest changes I've seen, is really evaluating value and the value proposition that you put towards your members.
Supporting business, growing business for the city of Ceres. That's what I see the chamber's role in, and I'm very impressed with the quality of thought and planning that's been put into the development of a good working plan to improve working conditions and relationships with the community, relationships with the city, relationships with the school district. And it's been a good, conscientious effort on all parts, and the Chamber's done an excellent job with that this past year.
For many countries, when we're exporting, a certificate of origin is required in order for the goods to clear customs. We were working with a chamber that we had to physically supply the certificate of origin to them, which meant someone had to actually leave the office, go and get it chamberized, and then bring the document back. Because we do a lot of these, it was taking a lot of resources to take the documents to the other chamber and to bring them back, and we were looking for a way to streamline that process. The Ceres chamber is very responsive. The turnaround time frame is very quick, within an hour, if not faster. We found that even though the cost was a little bit more, the time savings just completely outweighed that difference in pricing. And so we've been very, very happy.
Scholarships that come out of the agribusiness lunches directly impacts our students. We enjoy participating in that every year. It's also another way to connect the ag community to the schools and the ag programs.
Well, we opened up a deli next to one of our gas stations here in Ceres. It's a flyer station on Whitmore. And when we had a ribbon cutting there, I was taken back as to how many people from the chamber and from other businesses actually came to that event to kick off our grand opening. So that was very impressive, and I know that helped our business.
I think the Shop Local campaign that the Ceres Chamber of Commerce has put out, the billboards, the bags, we have Shop Local Matters bags, just getting the word out has been huge for our business, and of course I'm a little boisterous about that too. So people need to understand the more dollars we can keep in our community, the stronger our community gets, and the Ceres Chamber's been active in that process.
I think there's probably been a number. Some of them that stick out in my mind is kind of the EPIC luncheon, which stands for Economic Partners in Ceres. And so that was kind of the brainchild of the Ceres Chamber Board to kind of get with business leaders within the community and see how the chamber could maybe facilitate and foster the relationship that those existing businesses had in terms of future expansion or retention opportunities with the city. So kind of becoming the bridge between the city and the business community.
The EPIC program has definitely been critical to that success, and we've had some great partnerships come out of the EPIC program. It's a nice place, an opportunity for us to highlight the great things that are going on in the school district, and the Chamber's done a great job promoting that.
The EPIC program, I think, is one of those that really showcases the forward thinking that the Ceres Chamber is exhibiting, finding new ways to connect with new businesses and getting that connection and bridging that gap between our students and the future of our community, and then finding ways for those people that are creating jobs and providing that connection and education really is that getting both sides of the equation educated on where the jobs are and where the future is headed. And I think that program I just see nothing but growth for it, being able to, again, bridge that gap.
the Ceres Chamber has a renewed energy and enthusiasm, and I think one of the things that's really been beneficial is the Ceres Chamber president and the board itself have become more engaged in kind of the activities of the city. The city's embarking on a general plan update, which is a significant policy document that will shape the city for the next 25 to 30 years to come. The Ceres Chamber Board has been very instrumental in wanting to participate in that effort because a successful city is a successful chamber.
Being in the fuel and oil business in California is a challenge. We, on a federal and state level, belong to organizations that help circumvent bills that will hinder our business or make our business extremely difficult. The Ceres Chamber has been a step ahead of a lot of these bills that have come about, some good for our business, some bad for our business. And frankly, that was a breath of fresh air for me because I didn't think a local chamber would be actively getting involved in state politics, but the Ceres Chamber certainly has.
The transit occupancy tax, also known as the TOT tax, was just approved in November of 2015. The transit occupancy tax, the city has about 150 hotel rooms currently in the city limits. The hotel tax is somebody that's paid by a visitor that comes to our community. They leave those dollars behind that we can use, and it goes into the city's general fund. And so those resources can be used for a number of things, maybe a police officer, a firefighter, etc. By taking the transit occupancy tax from 5% to 10, we're automatically going to double that. The Ceres Chamber of Commerce was very instrumental in helping with that effort. They created a political action committee and had some other information, and we're in the business community letting folks know about how important it was to approve that transit occupancy tax. As I mentioned today, there's only about 150 hotel rooms that are affected, but we're hopeful that in the future there will be new hotels, and each new hotel room will provide another source of potential revenue regarding that transit occupancy tax.
Getting involved in the chamber has opened my eyes as to really what the inner workings of some of the politics in the city of Ceres, and that's been beneficial.
I think what you've done in the model that you've put together could be scalable and could assist other chambers as they're starting to grow and get recognized, bring visibility to their communities. So we always look at how can we take best practices, which I think the Ceres Chamber has done in the time that I've been here, and then really scale that to other chambers that might be struggling, that might need that influence. And I think that role would be really important for you to undertake going in the future.
Through being diligent and not giving up, I think that the chamber has an opportunity to help turn downtown Ceres around.
One of the things that I've appreciated about the Chamber is their emphasis on trying to connect businesses with our programs at the school site. Also, the Chamber has done a great job of publicizing the successes of Ceres Unified School District, which I think is a very good role for them to play in bringing and attracting folks to come to Ceres and live in Ceres. I think that is an important component of a well-balanced town and a good place for doing business and living. And the Chamber does a great job with that.
Making the networking available for us at the mixers and at other events that the Chamber does between the street fair, Smoke on the River. I think it's all a positive impact on our business and all the businesses in Ceres.
There are some programs that the Ceres Chamber is working with in the community to help us become more community involved and to perhaps get some trained or trainee students in here that could help us in developing our workforce. So I'm excited about exploring some options that we might have with the Chamber that we've not explored yet.
The Ceres Chamber has done well is really think out of the box and look at new ways of doing things and not just doing the tried and true. So I think commend the leadership of the Ceres Chamber of, you know, we may fail on some things, but at least we tried it and we put our finger in the air and we sensed what the direction was, but we just didn't sit there in our little safety nets. You were willing to get out and explore and look at new ways to provide value to membership. And I think that's an excellent way to do business.
I think that the Ceres Chamber has done already has done more than what I expected it to be able to do for our company.